Hey there, this is yet another recording, and it's the third one, I think. It is the third one that I am doing in this public meeting room where a lot of people can hear me if they want and also see me. So, more spicy and less perceptually safe environment here for me. I'm practicing in it, and let's quickly go over the usual things that I want to focus on during this recording. And the thing number one is view. It's the view state of mind. So it's vulnerability, impartiality, empathy, and wonder. Vulnerability being letting myself be touched by whatever things, especially feelings and emotions, so nonverbal things that appear in my conscious. And the second side edge of the of vulnerability is saying my truth and staying in my truth, I think. So it's, if I feel ashamed, I feel ashamed. That is my truth. Do you know what? I think vulnerability is greatly combined with empathy, the external part, and internal also. Because empathy is about being with something, not in something. So being with someone's emotions, not in someone's emotions, not believing the story, and staying within myself, my body. And the same, this applies to having or spending time with other people, and spending time with myself as well. Impartiality, not fitting myself into a certain shape, and letting myself and everything that surrounds me to unwind the way it is. So letting things to be the way they are, but also having clear wants or acknowledging whatever wants I have. Empathy I just described, and wonder is curiosity with an awe, so without looking for an answer, but I'm thinking about my description of it, not Joe Hudson's. So the way I feel wonder right now, or what is wonder right now for me, it's being in contact with the magnificent unknown of the surroundings and what is surrounding me and what's within me. So that's wonder. Like, wow, what is this? Oh. That's view. The second thing that I want to focus on in this video is my breath and my body. So keeping some of my focus, or returning even back to feeling my breath, to the sensations that I have in my nose and mouth, and also below these, so in my body, like in my chest, arms, belly, what's this? I don't know, legs, feet, all that. So returning back to and maintaining awareness, part of my awareness, and a pretty significant chunk of it in my body, in my breath, being in touch with it. Great. The third thing that I want to pay attention to, observe, notice, be aware of, how, to the extent that I can, is enjoyment. How it changes and flows during this recording, and what increases it, what decreases it, both internally and externally. And also the fourth one is shame and fear. Shame or in fear, but mostly it's shame and fear of shame, I think. How what I can notice about it, how it works in me during this recording, what happens like real time. But the main pillar of this work is the breath and body. So these are the main. So that is the main one. So top priority. The second place is shame and fear of shame and / enjoyment. How those change, and the third place is the view state of being. I'd say of being. Just that. Okay, these are the areas that I want to focus on during this recording. And then what I also want to do right now, I'm going to start by not going over the code. I'll do this a little bit later during this recording, a little bit later in this video, a little bit later in this recording, in this video, but now I want to do down regulation breathing because I just had a workout and it's late. It's 10 p.m., so 10:30 p.m. and my workout was pretty close to the time I go to bed, and so I want to calm my nervous system down. And I will do the down regulation breathing. I'll do it for 10 minutes with my eyes closed. I'm going to record. I'm not going to pause this recording so that I can be aware of being recorded and pay attention to my breath, my shame, enjoyment, and all these things. I'm going to do that for 10 minutes, and it's inhale on count of 4 and exhale twice as long, so 8. And I will set up a timer on my wristband. And before that, I will drink some water. Nice. And also, I want to use my iPad and pencil to just write some notes during the recording. So I just want to practice with it. Okay, a 10-minute timer just started. Okay, the timer is up. And I'm here, and I feel, how do I feel? I feel more fresh and ready to continue the recording. Okay, let me start a 25-minute timer. Let's go with 25. Cool. So I will continue this recording. I'll continue, and I want to remind myself to pay attention to my breath and let myself be touched by my breath and by the sensations that I have in my body. And for some reason, it is quite hard for me to maintain presence inside my body and inhabit it and code or describe things that I'm doing on camera while at the same time. So to maintain connection with myself. But this is what I am here for, to practice. So I will start a 3-minute timer here, and it will remind me to get back inside my body if I lose this connection in 3 minutes. And let's see, what do we have here? So I have decided to start working with the generated code for the target Java for the Java project that I am for the project. How can I say this? I've decided to start trying to run the project that Cursor and Anti-Gravity have generated me, the project, the Good Help Java version of the project. And I was able to spin up a Spring application and get to actually a working. So this is this is interesting. Can I? Nope. So this page is actually generated by our backend by this. So when I reload, we get to, and it's on the 8080 port, localhost on 8080 port, and when we open /therapist /login, it shows us this pretty web page actually, and notice that it has this focus state, and maybe it is probably shadow, because I doubt that it is an outline, but let's check this. Oh no, this one. So what do we have here? Input focus, box shadow. Yeah, it is shadow. Undoubtedly it is. Oh shit. It is shadow. And if I click here, notice that it changes the language, which is really cool. back to the website, and the website gives us, okay, so 3 minutes timer is over, and it reminded me to return back to my body. Let me hide the bookmark bar. But we've got this login page that is rendered successfully. Therapist login. You know what? Let me therapist settings, therapist login. I wonder if it's login or login. Login. So first. Oh, cool. We have a page. We have an endpoint that renders this. How can I'm curious, how can I debug or output some debug? Let's ask anti-gravity. I've got, say, so in PHP, for example, I can easily write a couple lines of code and output certain information like data on the web page, and it'll be visible, and we could see it easily. But I don't know how to do this in Java. How can what if I do this? Is it possible to do it like this? Nope. Can we do it like this? Copy, paste, special copy, reference. Yeah, but it's just, okay. If I have soft, okay. I've got a Spring Boot app, and I have a controller that renders a fine leaf template. Is it possible to output, put information from within the endpoint using to achieve a similar to PHP or dump result. Let's see. Cool. So let's see what. Okay, we have another reminder to return to my connection to my body. So what do we have here? Let's see. In Spring Boot, you have several options. Cool. Using a debugger with breakpoints. So the breakpoints in your IDE and inspect variables in the debug view. Let's try this. So let's do this and this. Nothing. How do I use a debugger with cool. I don't like how it automatically scrolls down, even if oh my god, this is, nope, stop. Let's see what it got. Okay, let's read through other options. Using login to console. Log info, data, debug data. Cool. Using Jackson for JSON output. info command line to string builder. Servlet response. It is also very lengthy and wordy. Yeah. Hmm. Cool. Let's see. What is this? No, we don't need this. Let's stop the application and Maven. Another 3 minutes has passed. Spring Boot run. Yep. And also insert. Cool. Okay. Can we do debug here? Cool. There's a lot of things going on here. I wonder. So let's see. Okay, and nothing. What is this? Is it? And what's that? Run. Yeah, but this does not work. I'm not sure. Am I doing this correctly? Therpist login. Okay, let's see. Nothing. So this does not work. Yeah. Let's ask ChatGPT. Maybe it'll help. I've got a Spring Boot project, and then and idea community edition to be able to debug using IDE with breakpoints. How do I configure everything from the ground up? Let's see what it gives us. No nonsense. No. Java, cool. Import project, build Spring Boot, verify uses JDK, cool. Yeah, make sure code is actually executed. Clean, rebuild, whole gray. Yeah. This is weird. So it does not work. I think it does not work. Connected to it. So, this one's weird. Okay, let's see. System out println. We hit the login endpoint. Let's also add an emoji because we want it to we want it to, and then let's see. Okay, a restart. Cool, we're hit. This works, but no, nothing. This one's weird. It is super weird. Modify options. Allow. Maven options. Debug. I want to debug. Will this help? Yeah, it just outputs a lot of debug level logs, which is not what we want. Rerun. No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. So this does not work. I guess I'll need to explore or to find, I'll need to find an article that online that gives those instructions, because something is off here. Something does not work here. We can use this thing. I like it. What about, okay, let's create a map. War people and new map. Oh no, let's hash map. String. It'll be string. And we'll add people. Can we do like Dima L? Is there a short? Nope, there's no shorthand. Add, put Dima L. Superman. Cool. And now let's do this way, people. Cool. And we'll run this like this. I'm curious what's the difference between running it in this mode and this mode. Like debug versus non-debug. Cool. So the output is actually pretty good. I like the output. Format. Can we also not have debug and info log levels here? I think we can. I think we'll just need to change the log level. Where is it, log? Do we have any logging? Info root. Yeah, let's do warn. Is it warning? I don't know. Can we do it like this? Nope. What's where? Build, sync. Run. Do we have it? We have debug. Let's rerun. Stop and rerun. Oh, we can see the arguments that our IDE uses to do this, but nope. Root info, yeah. Logging. Let's see. Spring logging levels. How much time do we have left? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Cool. Cool. Okay. So internet is really crappy here. Warn. So it's warn. Cool. Can we do it like this? Warn. 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 Nope. I want to do, what about dev logging? Dev warn. Warn. How about this? Will it restart? Can it restart? I'd love it to restart. Okay. Okay. Info, debug. No. I think there is less logs here. I'm pretty sure that we have cool info. We don't need info, do we? We don't need debug. What the hell? What's that? SQL, add descriptor, SQL, do we need this? No, we don't. Descriptor, no, we don't. No, we don't. Error does not exist. And every time, maybe I can fix this. That is a shitty error that comes to every time. Chat message. So create index on chat message. Column date created does not exist, which is super weird because chat message. Okay, can we do it like this? Chat message. I think we should have just one. Yeah, created ad. There it is. How is it not on the? Oh, okay, created ad. Wait, nope. Wait a sec. Created at. What is what? Why do we need date created here? This one's weird. Price state. Price. What's here? None of that thing. This is super weird because maybe. Oh, I see. Then we don't need to. We can just, if I think in the original project, the entity, the chat message, was it inside? No, yep, here. Inside the original entity, we have sent at I don't know. This is weird. This is weird. I thought that the entity in the original project actually contained it, but we have sent at here, and well, it is a good thing to have index on the date created column, but we can just fix it like this. And what about the run? How about this? Shit. And what is the what's the banner? Remove Spring banner from logging. Let's see what is the blah 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 Spring main banner off. Okay, so let's disable that too. We don't need it. We do not need it at all. Spring main. Do we have it? Nope. Cool. Then let's do it like this. Banner mode off. Let's see if I got this right and if it works. Get it right. Cool. So we have a couple of warnings here, nothing extra. I like this one. I like this one. Maybe we can SQL. I see. No. What about this? Okay, does not matter. This does not matter at all. Okay, the timer is up. Okay, the timer is up. The timer is up, 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 up. We have this thing. Let's log in our, what is this? It's anti-gravity, but we want this one. Let's use auto login and then T. So I know today I learned that this is the endpoint we will use to log in into the therapist area using these keys. And if I click here, the login works, but what does not work? Okay, I have this one. What does not work is the page it redirects it to. So as you can see, we have blah blah blah, some SQL executed and logged into our console, which is great. Exception processing templates therapist schedule. Error happened during parsing. Template, cool. But what error exactly? An error happened. Oh, cool. I was worried that it does not output any meaningful error messages. Like on this line, this syntax is crap. Crab. Contains request. Oh, this is Spring expression language. And what don't you like here? EL property field, the request URL cannot be found on null. I will still need to learn how to read these error messages, but I noticed that my voice is quite quiet, and which means that shame runs my system currently, and I love this different way of relating to myself that I learned from Tara Hudson, where she said, like, whenever I notice this, like, I can say, instead of beating myself up for being ashamed and pushing myself to speak louder, I can say a different thing, something like, oh look, I'm ashamed. Oh look, I'm protecting myself by speaking quieter, or speaking more quiet. Of course, oh look, I'm doing this. Of course I'm doing this. I've been training to do this my whole life, and that's it. So it feels and that's it. So just learning and acknowledging whatever happens in me. And then the question would be, how can I, what I want to, how can I want to hang out with this? How can I want to actually invite this part? No, how can I want to thank this part of me that has been protecting me all this time, has been actually, which had this goal to protect me all this time? How can I respect it? How can I acknowledge it? How can I thank it? How can I, what would I like to say to it? That is a very different question than, oh, you should not be ashamed. Oh, you should speak louder. Like, you're weak. You're weak. It is a very different way of relating to myself. And I'm going to return back to my body, and I think that I've done a good job today, and I will go back to my room. I'll wrap up this video, and then start rendering it.